Hi everyone, I am vinayan gurukkal. Today I am going to explain some typical features of seventh house in astrology. Especially in Tamil astrology, the seventh house is considered as curing house. When we are doing something, it has a solution. Every problem has its own solution. For solutions, first of all, we have to look into its seventh house. Every house has its solutions in seventh house. All these 12 houses have its own features in it. Let us consider this Mesha. First house, this Mesha. Second, Rishabha. You know that Mithuna, Kadaga, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika, Danu, Makara, Kumbha, Meena. These are the constellations, that is, rasis of this chart, Rashi chart. When we read a horoscope, we have to read from Lagna, that is ascendants. So, if you have some problems, first you consider seventh house. What is the logic behind that? Let us consider Mesha as first house, that is Lagna. So for this Lagna, seventh house is Tula. Seventh house, Tula. What it indicates. So we have to understand the karmas of the first house and the karmas of the seventh house. Karma or Karagatva. Karagata is a Sanskrit word. Karma is also a Sanskrit word. It has the same meaning, almost similar meaning. So the first house features body, our victory. Victory means success. All the features of body may consider as a first house. Complexion, strength of the body, complexion, strength of the body, and the body features too. Body features means lean, thick, stout likewise. And when we are going for something, whether it is successful or failure, it can be the first house. And in something, when we successful, others may praise us. So the praise from others. And also the current positive situation. In Sanskrit, it is known as sthiti. Sthiti. How is the present condition or situation? That is also indicated by first house. And also, I already told you that when you are successful, others may praise you. Likewise, if you are doing positive things in a short period of time, and if people are praising you, you will become that much familiar to the society that may raise your reputation. That means you will become famous. Your identity. Your identity. You will be having a good identity in society. So, social value can be interpreted by first house. And also, if you are in a very positive situation, that means that in your life you are happy, convenient, convenient lifestyle, good lifestyle. These things, all of these things can be interpreted by first house. In Sanskrit, there is a sloga. Dehasya saushtavam swastham stidhi sreyaha yesho sugaha jayo vabucha tat sarvam chintaniyam hi lagnada. Lagna means the first house. And all these features which I explained in this sloga, but I also explained here in English, is interpreted by first house. So, in the starting of the class, I already told you that all the solutions to one of the house is in its seventh house. What it indicate? The seventh house is the solution for every house. You bear it in your mind. Not only that can be taken into first house. If you are considering second house, this is first house only for those who born in Mesha Lagna. If you are born in Mesha Lagna, it means your ascendance, the point of your birth. Point of your birth is Mesha. If the point of your birth is Mesha, you are in Mesha Lagna. And if the point of your birth is Vrishabha, you are in Vrishabha Lagna. That is just a common logic, basic of astrology. So, if your first house, that means Lagna, is Mesha, your second house, that is Vrishabha, is your second house. What is indicated by second house? What are the things we can interpret by reading the second house? Second house is your way of speech. Second house indicate your way of speech. That is your family. That is your family means by interpreting the second house, you can find the situation of your family. You know, the interconnection. If your way of speech is good, then your family life will be better. So the family. And next is your income. Next is your wealth. Income and wealth can be also find out through interpreting the 11th house. 11th house is also an indicator of income. Here in the second house, we can also tell that cash flow, cash flow. Your money, liquid cash in your hand, liquid cash, liquid cash that you can use for your day-to-day life. Next is wealth. How wealth is connected, you can understand. If you have a good way of speech, you will get a good job, and you will get a good spouse. You will get a good lover. You will get a good wife, and you will get a good successful life with good income, and earning more and more income, you will become wealthy. So these properties of second house are interconnected. As I explained the properties of the first house, starting from body, if you have good body, you can do better in life in all of the conditions, and you will hail in your place, in your society. Then you will become famous, you will become convenient. When you will become famous, people will come to you for something, and if you have something to give them, you will become famous. That will increase your second house. You will get more and more income, and you will become more famous. First house's next progression stage is second house. And actually, in astrology, there is a rule, that is intermediate progression is the second house. First house, intermediate progression is second house, and completed progression is third house. That means next stage may be third house. First house, next stage is third house. Third house, next stage is not fourth, fifth house. Likewise, all these things you know, you may know. If you don't know, just consider these two. So, second house properties are family, income, wealth, familial life, way of talk, right eye, elementary level of education. If you have a good way of speech, that means you have good communication skill. If you have good communication skill from childhood, you will get good elementary education. And that may be the reason why it is also interconnected. Good way of speech, starting from the good way of speech, we explained till elementary education. In Sanskrit, the pramana means a sloga is Bhartavyam akhilam vittam vani chakshus dakshinam vidya cha vivida hedal sarvam chintaniyam dvitiyate. Dvitiyata means second. In second house, all these properties are contained. It means we can interpret once these features with second house. Our intention of this class is not just explaining the first and second house, but from the starting I told you that seventh house is the solution of your problems. So, second house's seventh house is eighth house. First house's seventh house is seventh house. First house, seventh house is seventh house. It means that if this is first house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And if this is first house, starting the counting from that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So, how the seventh house became solution of the first house? It is clearly can explain just by giving the features of the seventh house. We may look the features of seventh house firstly. Features of seventh house, first seventh house. So the first house is Mesha. If the first house is Mesha, then the seventh house will be Tula. And the seventh house's features. First, may I erase these things. The seventh house's features. First feature is partner. Friends. First feature we may take as friends, or someone who is in front of the person. If I am the first house, I means first house is body. I already told you body features. If I'm reading my horoscope, my first house is me only, my body features, my respect from others, my position, my social value, all these things. So, internal things related to body, external things related to body, social things related to body, all these things, psychological things, and all these things you can calculate. So, first house is body, and the seventh house is, if first house is me, myself, that means my body, and the seventh house is someone who is in front of me. Someone who is in front of me, but not with inverse mental state. Inverse mental states, I mean, with enmity, ego, enviness. These are bad attitudes. Either with neutral attitude or with positive attitude can be, and sometimes it may be opposite attitude. Only in sometimes. So, seventh house is one person who is standing or sitting, who is before me. I mean, who is before me. So, most of the times, somebody is talking. If I am talking, somebody is hearing. He is my seventh house, and I am the first house. The features, astrological features, I am telling. So, my friends are my seventh house. So from friends we can take somebody as partners, thick friends, partners, and also life partner. Sexual mate, not even just friends, but sexual mates also. It may become your wife, your girlfriend, and if you are female, it may become your husband, or it may become your boyfriend. So these are seventh house. These persons are in seventh house. That is the reason of drishti of the planet. If one planet is viewing other planet, it is to straight view is to seventh house. That is the logic of it. So someone is before me, someone is in front of me, they are seventh house. There is a pramana. Vivahe. Vivahe means marriage. Marriage is seventh house. Madanaloge, sexual deeds. That is Madanaloge. Bharya Bharta Samagama. Sexual intercourse with house. Sexual intercourse with husband and wife. Sayya, the place where two people can be have sexual intercourse. That is Sayya. Court, you know, court. It can be also take as court, bedroom, likewise. And also something if you lost, that may be your money, that may be your things. That is also, if something you lost, that is also can be identified in seventh house. So, vivahe madanaloge bharya bharta samagama shayya stri sanma nashtartam maithunanapi saptamal. There are so many other slogas explaining some house. I just pointed out one sloga and I just try to explain its meaning in English. So, in the starting of this lesson, I told you that seventh house is the cure or solution. Seventh house is the solution for first house. Why? Seventh house is the solution for first house. If you are the first house, I means if you are the person, just think logically. If you want something in your life, you will get it from your partner, you will get it from your friends, or you will get it from your customer. Customer is also seventh house. You will get it from your client. Someone who is watching you is your seventh house. So if you want to become famous, others have to hail you. Others have to respect you. Others want to say good about you. So others, that is a seventh house, is the solution for the properties and the features of the first house. If you want good health, others, that means the society will be favorable for your good health. Suppose you are caught by some disease. Suppose you are caught by some disease. Just think logically. Most of the times, this disease might get from somebody else. At the time of Corona, you know that you have to get into quarantine. You have to curb your interaction with others because others are seventh house and disease is related to body and others may cause for a disease. So others can give you bad things and others can give you good things. Your friends can help you, your friends can create you a good person, your friends can create you a wealthy person. Likewise, your friends may be the reason for your failure, maybe the reason for your collapse, maybe the reason for your death also. So others are the cure for the solution. That means that the seventh house of each and every house are the solution. If you want good health, you go to gym and get a good trainer and get good training with good diet, you'll become that much healthy. If you have health problems, just visit the doctor, follow the prescriptions of the doctor, then you will become healthy. So here the gym trainer and the doctor are your seventh house. So seventh house is the solution for first house. Eighth house is the solution for second house. Ninth house is the solution for third house. Likewise, and that means vice versa. If your wife is successful in your life, you will become successful. Your wife is your seventh house, and you are the first house. So if your wife is good to you, that means showing good attitude, good empathy and sympathy. Wife is showing positive attitude towards you, love you, care you, and you will become more and more healthy. You will become more and more successful. Even if you are getting good friends, even then you will become successful. And if you are get good partners, you will become successful. The success is the first house, and if you want to get successful, find out good friends, good partners, good trainers, good mentors, good guides, and also good customers and clients. That is very plainly and very deeply already explained by great astrologers of ancient times like Parasara and Varaha Mihira. So in this class, I just pointed out seventh house is the solution for every house. So if you know the karagatwas, that is the karmas of every house, you can clearly interpret the solution from seventh house. It is also applicable at the time of prasna nirnaya, means giving a solution to a problem just by astrological methods. That is prasna. This concept, the concept is the seventh house is a solution for your every house. That concept is even applicable in prasna. So this was today's class. As somebody requested me to do some videos in English as they cannot understand Malayalam, especially some friends from Tamil Nadu. I created this video in English. If you like, just follow. Thank you for everyone. I'm Vinayan Gurukkal. Bye bye today. God bless you.